Vishnu, welcome. Hare Krishna, not an Abrahamic faith. How are you finding this? All right, so there's quite angry stuff going on here, isn't there?
So, the resurrection is something out of my sphere of expertise.
I won't ask you about resurrection. I won't ask you about marriage.
Yeah.
I won't ask you about the Holy Trinity. I won't ask you about Mecca. Don't worry. I will ask you...
Why not? Why don't you ask about Mecca?
Why do I ask about Mecca? I haven't got the time, frankly. I haven't got the time. I want to ask him about what he knows. Please, please. You say that your holy book, which is called, just remind us, the
Vedas.
You say that in there are some extraordinary prophecies almost about human beings. Tell us.
So, firstly, my belief is that science and religion can go hand in hand. The key point is that the Hindu philosophy, which is underpinned by the teachings of the Veda, when we look at the word Veda itself, it means conclusion of knowledge. And within these Vedic texts that were written 5,000 years ago, they make reference to concepts such as embryology, such as the structure of the universe, such as atomic structure. And when we actually observe these scientifically, when we look at, for example, the stages of embryonic development.
Specifically human beings, what does it say about human beings?
Within human beings, what's described in the Vedic literature is that at this point in humanity is described as an age of quarrel and hypocrisy. We can see that in society, people are living to excess. We can see that within society there's an obesity epidemic. We can see that there are so many issues with today's society. Now, the point that I wanted to make...
This is interesting. So the quarrels and hypocrisy were of
so if I wanted
current times were predicted.
If I could just go back to the first point, which basically talks about how the Vedic literature emphasizes the embryonic development, talks about the structure of the universe. So all of these things are empirical scientific truths. So when we look at, let's say, the stages of fetal development, these have actually been documented in the scripture, which is 5,000 years old. So they actually emphasize the point at which the time the head is formed, the point at which the limbs are formed, the point at which kidneys secrete urine. And so if we can actually observe that scientifically through empirical evidence, there's scripture that's 5,000 years old.
I take your point about that.
That inspires some faith.
I take your point about that, but it's just what they said about humanity. These days will be a time of hypocrisy and quarrel.
We can see that in the world around us. There's so much trouble, so much conflict in the world around us, and this is just a further prediction that's verified in Vedic scripture.
The prediction